Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and I'm here to start another Dear Julie challenge. And this is Julie's April All About That Base Junk Journal Challenge for 2021. So in this challenge, it has 3 parts, but it's all about making your base items for your journal. So to start with, we make a journal base, which needs to be 6 by 9 or larger, can have a soft or a hard cover. It needs to be bound with at least 60 pages front and back. So that would be 15 folded pages, because that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, and they need to be useful pages, meaning if you put a doily in there, that probably would not count as a page. You can put one in, but it needs to have useful pages that can be written on or embellished in some way. And 3 or more of those pages need to come from a paper pad, need to have 2 Dear Julie digital pages, and 1 envelope. And then whatever else you want to put in it. I'm going to have Dear Julie's YouTube channel linked below, so if you'd like to join this challenge, please do so. And watch her video. It will have more details than what I'm giving here. Now, I'm not going to start with my journal base. I'm moving on to part 2, which is the scrappy collaged book page bases. And we have to make side border tucks, what Julie calls card patches or cover patches, a roll of collaged book pages. We have to make altered paper clips, pockets that flip up and down with journal space on the flip, a band snippet that is 24 to 30 inches long and approximately 2 inches wide, an unusual journal card with a flipper fold, a snippet roll that is 3 inches wide and 24 to 30 inches long, tags, envelopes, and a ready ruffle roll. For the things that are not on a roll, we have to make 8 to 12 of each item. So it's sort of like a mass make of bases, and they need to be neutral. So kind of similar to what Roxy has been doing in her weekly challenges. But we're going to be doing this for our month-long challenge. So I just wanted to show you here. These are some of the things I'll be working with. I've got a huge bucket here full of papers. And I am not a fan of white. So I like more aged or off-white looking stuff. And I've got that sitting over here to the side, but here I've just got a few. I've got some music paper, book pages, dictionary pages, more music paper here. I've even got a little bit of pattern paper in there, children's coloring book page, crossword puzzle pages. This is actually part of an airline ticket. All sorts of book pages. I've even got a few digital prints that are neutral. So, that is the kind of thing I'll be working with. So what I thought might be kind of fun, I want to see how long it takes me to make each of these things. So today I'm going to be working on my side border tucks. And for those, I've already taken 12 pages out of my book And I just trimmed off the ratty edge just because that makes it easier for me. I've got a glue stick. I will be using a glue stick for this, for my collaging. I'm not going to sew around anything or ink around anything until later on in the challenge. So this is just about making the individual items. So for my side border collage, what I do know is I will be taking just a book page and folding it in half like this, gluing it down. And for me, when I do this, I like to have the folded edge be the part that something gets tucked under. So when I sew around it, I'll be sewing those three edges, but I like the folded edge to be there. So I'm going to do half of them, and then I'll need to collage on them with my neutral stuff. But I will have half of them facing this way and half of them this way. That way I'll have 6 of each going each direction so I can put them in my journal wherever I want. Okay, so I'm just going to do 1 or 2, depending on how long it takes, on camera, and then I will pause the video and come back when I'm done to show you what I've got and tell you just how long it took me. So I'm going to start my timer. If I can get my glue open. Oh, this glue stick is almost gone. And first thing I'm going to do is glue all my pages down. So I'm going to go ahead. I won't pause my timer, but I am going to pause the video, and I will do this and to all 12 pages, and then I'll come back and start collaging them. Okay, so I got all my border tucks, got the pages folded, glued down, burnished my glue down, and now, and that took me about 7 minutes to get those done. Bear in mind, I work kind of slowly, so it may not take you as long to do something like this, and I'm just doing this for fun to see how long it takes me to make 12 of them. So I'm going to restart my timer and get my first one done. All right. So I've got this little bit of airline ticket here. I need to not think too much. And just do. And all of these will be embellished. This is not going to be a final product. We're just making sort of scrappy bases to embellish on. And I love doing stuff like this in the neutral colors. Oops. Because it gives me a good starting point. You could do white if you wanted to. I just prefer more aged looking colors. If if I tear it, I'm going to have a pretty good white edge, and I don't really want that. All right, so I'm going to put that there. And I am going over the edge of each border, and I'm fine with that. When I'm done with them all and the glue has had time to dry, I will go back and trim all those edges. Where's my burnisher? Okay. Don't really want the image on here, but I love the color of this old newspaper. And let's add a little music to that. I think we'll go that way to get that rough edge on the inside. Okay. So that took me about 3 minutes to get, 4 minutes maybe, to get that one done. Right at about 4 minutes, actually. And like I said, I will go back, before I consider everything done, I will be going back and trimming off all my excess edges. But just that quickly, I've got a base done. So I'm going to pause my video again, finish all 12 of them, and then I'll be back and let you know how long it took me to do everything. Okay, I got my 12 bases made and all trimmed down. They are all very similar but different. And it took me 1 hour and 21 minutes to get them done from start to finish. So now they are ready to move on to the next step. I'm going to make all my bases before I start decorating any of them. So in my next video, I'll be working on bases again. So be sure to follow along. And when we're done, I will start decorating them. And like I said, I'm not going to sew around them. I'm not going to ink around them until I go to decorate them, because depending on the journal they are used in, I know what this journal's going to be, but we're only required to use one of each of the elements that we make in this journal. The rest, we can use more than one, of course, but the others are just to have on hand to be used in other projects. And so I don't want to decorate them all the same to have them not go in a journal I might want to use them in. So there's my side border tucks. Until next time, everyone, please be safe, stay healthy, happy crafting, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.